Hi everyone, my name is Mia and I love cameras. So some of you guys may have already seen a lot of the hype. DJI released not one, but two brand new cameras, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and the DJI Osmo Pocket 4P. And I'm gonna say I've been very, very impressed. I had the honor to visit Cancun, Mexico a few weeks ago to actually go on a creator trip hosted by them directly to help promote these two products. And I will say I have not stopped using the Osmo Pocket 4P. Since then, I also visited Guatemala on a family trip and I used this basically the entire time. I also want to note that this video is absolutely not sponsored by DJI. I don't even think they know that I have a YouTube channel. I also don't really post this often. I want to, I should. On that note, I am making this because I'm actually very excited about the Pocket 4P. I've never used an Osmo Pocket before, and for this being one of the first times I ever tried it, I'm like, wow, I've been missing out. So during my trip to Guatemala, I really just kept asking myself one main question. That question is, does this camera replace my Sony FX3? Well, let's find out. Okay, so right off the bat, this camera has two new lenses, a 20mm wide lens and a 60mm telephoto lens. And for the first time, the 4P has 17 stops of dynamic range. That's a lot. That's more than my Sony FX3. Crazy. It also has 10-bit recording, which when you're filming in D-Log 2, you have the most flexibility in post-production. Over time, I really put this camera into extreme environments and it captured the highlights and the darkest shadows perfectly. So once I color graded, I was just even more and more impressed. 17 stops was madness. So while I was in Guatemala with my family, we had a lot of activities planned. We had a dirt biking day to the top of Antigua, and another day we went to Lake Atitlan and we got on a boat. There were days where we were out of the house by 6:30, 7 a.m. and I didn't come back till around 10. That's a long day for me, a very long day. There were days where I would just leave my heavier video cameras in my Peli case in the Airbnb and only bring this camera along. The battery life on this lasts for a long time, which then leads me to something that is also very impressive from DJI. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4P also has built-in storage, and I believe it's up to 103 gigabytes, which is a lot in this economy. Godsend. It's actually beautiful. Again, not a big fan of carrying around so many lenses or a case filled with SD cards. Ew.
What an interesting artifact.
It's very easy to get disorganized. I didn't have to deal with that at all. In fact, I don't even own an SD card for this camera. Very convenient. And like I said, with this economy and the prices of hard drives, SD cards, like that feature has been very, very much appreciated. The next thing is battery life. I was unaware of how the battery life worked on these, and I plugged it in, sat there for a little bit, grabbed coffee with my boyfriend, 45 minutes cap, and it was already like at 90% or something like that. So while I was in Guatemala, I filmed a lot of really, really pretty stuff. The footage is incredible. It's absolutely mind-boggling how stunning and simple this whole camera is. This really is changing the game for me. That just led to me needing to make this YouTube video. I guess that leads me to my first question. Does this camera replace my Sony FX3? That's kind of a loaded question. The answer is probably not, but there's definitely scenarios where I don't want to carry around a heavy camera. If I wanted to create a stunning cinematic vlog, if I'm on a boat ride, or if I'm dirt biking, I don't want my gear to get all messed up. No brand loyalty. I like to use whatever gear I like to use. But I do see myself, when it comes to video, putting the heavier things away and just going for this camera instead. Walking around with these cameras was so simple, so subtle. They say a camera, but it's not intimidating. I love DJI products, their microphones, their cameras, their drones. I guess I could talk a lot about the more techie stuff. If you wanted to see more of that, you guys can check out my short form videos where I actually do go more into the specs of these cameras and tie in a little bit of the shot on that I did over my trips. I was a complete noob when I walked in. I had never used a DJI Osmo Pocket in my life, so the fact that I was invited to work on this pre-release product and create some content for them was a dream come true. I feel like whenever I have this spark, this drive, it's because I filmed something really exciting and there's a product that I'm genuinely hyped about and I just can't wait to share more. I'm just excited to be here because I feel like I had a lot to say and I'm just stoked about this camera. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, and thank you all so much for watching. Click subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. I want to make more videos like this where I just sit and talk about cool cameras and show you guys how much I love them. But yeah, thanks so much for watching and I will see you guys soon. Bye!